What's up, everyone? I'm Ryan.
I am Adam.
And we are the Boston Brothers V2. And we are back with another video. We are back with our first ever Q&A video. This is something that we haven't done yet. Unlike every other YouTuber in the YWC, seems like everybody's done a Q&A. But we've never done one, but we're going to take care of that right now. I mean, this is kind of like a year-end video for us, because instead of doing like the year-end awards like everybody else, I've definitely seen enough of those. So we're going to do this instead. We're going to knock out Q&A first time. We did get a lot of questions. I was a little surprised by that. But we definitely had to cut some out because for time reasons, like we're not going to upload like a 5-hour video. Like, who does that anyways? Like, who would do that? Not us. So we're going to do that because of time constraints. And there was also questions that I thought were just like stupid questions. Like, I don't care, I'll just say which ones I thought was stupid. I thought questions like, you going to WrestleMania 29, do you like Dragon Gate USA?
It's like they don't watch our videos.
Yeah.
Like, say that and like they're not watching our videos. And we obviously said like we're going to WrestleMania.
Yeah, and then there were just questions also about Impact Wrestling. And we're not going to be answering any questions about TNA because we don't even watch it. Haven't watched it in like years at this point by now, so we're not going to be talking about that. But we did pick out the questions that we thought were the best and the questions that we thought would make for the most interesting and best video. So yeah, let's just get right to it. Thank you to everybody that submitted questions too. We'll start out by saying that. We really appreciate it. We read all of them. But the ones that didn't make it, there's also an opportunity that if your question didn't make it, we might have thought that it was so great that we're going to do just a whole nother video just on that question. So we got that too, but let's just get into these. Wrestling Heel Fan 1994, our first question person asks, one wrestler current and one wrestler all-time you would like to meet.
For current, I would have to say The Undertaker. I know he's not really current, but he still works WrestleMania every year, and in the words of Triple H, he'll be back. It's like a rare thing to do is meet The Undertaker. Definitely one of my all-time favorites. I'd love to meet him. And for all-time, I'd have to say Hulk Hogan. Just because I think every wrestling fan needs to meet Hulk Hogan. I mean, the guy's an icon. We almost did meet Hulk Hogan.
Sad story.
Doing a signing at this gym, and the line was like so far down the road, one of the biggest lines you'll ever see. And we weren't waiting in that because our aunt, she paid like people coming out that had already met Hogan. She paid them like $100 for like the autograph, and I still have his autograph, but I definitely want to meet him.
Yeah, and the reason that I say sad story is because we actually only got that one autograph and made printed copies of the rest. So I got the printed copy, but you have the original.
I have the original autograph.
Yeah, that's why it's a sad story in my case. But the people that I want to meet for current, I'm going to go along the same path of you. He's kind of current, but I'm going to say The Rock. And of like all time, I'm saying Stone Cold. Two guys right there that like epitomize like why we're wrestling fans today. Like, you know the story, WrestleMania 17, first pay-per-view we ever ordered. And yeah, Austin Rock, enough said. And we also have another question, another good one from Wrestling Heel Fan 1994. He wants to know the best autograph in each of your collection, because we've never done an autograph video.
No, the best autograph in my collection, I'd have to say, is Kane's autograph on my World Heavyweight Championship. I mean, just speaks for itself. I have the World Heavyweight Championship belt because Kane won it in 2010, and it's my favorite autograph because I actually met Kane and he signed it there. Like, I have other Kane autographs like on plaques and stuff, but just meeting him in person, getting him to sign the belt.
Special.
Yeah, if not that though, I'd have to say Chris Benoit autograph that I have on a Mohegan Sun piece of paper with the Mohegan Sun logo. I met him back in 2004.
Yeah, he just wanted to be your favorite autograph. Your best autograph. He didn't want you to name like two.
Well, this was a special one. It's Benoit.
Well, my special one, the best one in my collection, is the John Cena autograph on the WWE Championship replica belt. It's got the John Cena nameplate, and it's framed too. The frame was a lot of money. Probably, yeah, the frame was more than the belt. But it looks really nice. Never showed it on YouTube or anything. But maybe someday if we do like a collection video. That was the question that got asked. It's not in the video, but someone asked if we were going to do an autograph collection video. Maybe. Next person, the WWE Awesome Fan, he asks, what wrestling stuff did you get for Christmas? Not much, but you want to show them what we got?
We have like our props right here. This just came in today. No I actually got an Amazon gift card, a $25 one for Christmas, so I just bought these two. I haven't even taken them out of the wrap yet. I've been wanting to get this for years now, the Best of Smackdown 09-10 Blu-ray, because it has all Kane's stuff when he was World Heavyweight Champion. And the Attitude Era Blu-ray, can't wait to watch this. I know the documentary isn't that great, it's short or something, but I don't care, it's the Attitude Era.
I feel like I've already seen
this
it.
was a little while back. I'm just going to call it a Christmas gift that I got for myself. It's a WWE Encyclopedia, the second version. This was cheap on Amazon. It was like $20 at the time. It was a steal. I know Danny got it and stuff.
No,
Breach missed out.
For me, this is the lone thing that I got. Extreme Rules on DVD. One of the best shows of the year. So I mean, had to have it. But that was all like for wrestling stuff, which is weird because if you go to our like video from like last year, we got like a ton of wrestling stuff, and now just this lone DVD. I don't know. So the next question we got from Mr. GTS 3000. What are you most looking forward to on your trip to WrestleMania 29?
I'd have to say like just chilling with everyone from like Twitter and YouTube, like all of our friends that we met on here, like a bunch of people that are going to be down there WrestleMania weekend. It's always fun times going to shows with these guys, chilling with these guys, and yeah, just having a blast, having the time of our lives in New Jersey and New York City.
Yeah, I'm gonna agree with that, and I'm gonna also add in the WrestleMania 29, the event itself.
Yeah,
like that.
Of course.
Just like, I'll be happy just when I walk in the stadium just to see what it all looks like, and I'll be happy with the trip at that point probably.
Yeah. But
yeah, definitely like seeing all these people. Yeah, that hotel, that Holiday Inn, Secaucus. It's gonna be crazy.
Secaucus. I believe that's Secaucus.
Secaucus. We're coming. And then the next question from the Mr. Justin 323. He asked, favorite diva of all time.
Trish Stratus.
All right, I'm gonna go Tori Wilson. This is just favorite divas. So
fuck A-Rod.
Yeah, she definitely loses points on that.
Yeah.
Like. We boot. I got booed her WrestleMania 28 just because she was with A-Rod, so I booed her. Favorite diva, but still
started a Yankees suck chant.
Oh yeah. DM Punk 300 wants to know, what are we drinking in New Jersey? I think I have a better question to you, Kyle. What aren't we drinking in New Jersey?
That's it.
No, seriously though, like, I don't plan on drinking like that much, cause like, I just want to enjoy like you don't need to drink.
You want to remember it.
Yeah. So, like, I'll probably just have, like, a little bit, but that's what I always say. But, yeah, I'm not gonna go that hard for down in New Jersey. And then, Demon Hunter 9789 asks, what special entries would you like to see at the Royal Rumble?
I'd have to say, like, WWE has this, like, crop of legends that they usually use, like the Hacksaw Jim Duggins, the Roddy Pipers. I don't want to see them.
Sergeant Slaughter.
Yeah, I don't want to see them. I want to see some new people, like, that they could bring back, like, random people. Like, I'd say, like, someone like the Boogeyman, who they actually just use at the Slammies. People along that line, just, like, blast from the past. People that they never use, like Scotty Too Hottie. I don't know, I'm just pulling names out right now. I don't know.
I'd like to see a Ric Flair appearance in this Rumble. Like, even though, like, I don't know if they would do that now because with the whole, like, how he's supposed to be, like, retired. He worked TNA, but I don't know, I want to see Flair in that Rumble. The Wrestling Effect asks, if you had one question for a wrestler, what would it be?
I would probably ask The Undertaker what his favorite match of his streak was, because he could probably go, like, you could go back and forth now, like, these past couple Manias, whether it's against Triple H, the end of an era, or the two against Michaels. I'd just be interested to see which one he liked the most.
Yeah, and for this question, I'm just going to go with, like, a generic wrestler. Like, what would you ask a wrestler? So I'm just going to ask a wrestler, like, when do they start thinking about WrestleMania? Like, is it months ahead of time? Or is it, like, a month? Like, when are they, like, getting WrestleMania mode? Like, they go, shit, it's almost WrestleMania time.
Probably every day, because they're thinking about that.
A year in advance.
They're thinking about that big Mania payday.
I'd like to know that. HBK Fan 25 He wants to see a little bit of this.
And we are going to WrestleMania!
And then HBK Fan 25 wants to know, if you got to meet Mark Henry, would you tell him to respect your privacy?
This question seems to be on everyone's minds. If I'd tell Mark Henry to respect my privacy, not only would I do that, but I wouldn't respect his.
Wow.
I would not. I wouldn't respect Mark Henry's privacy.
Yeah, like...
Never again.
I want to meet Mark Henry so bad now. And like before, like we met him and I didn't even care really. But now I really want to meet him.
And I want to be wearing the shirt, the official Respect My Privacy t-shirt, and I want to get a picture with him.
Because he definitely knows what it is at this point.
Yeah.
So
he has to.
I mean, the closest we've got to him was at that Manchester Smackdown when you went up to Mark Henry on the truck.
Yeah, on the truck.
And I don't even know what you did, but well, you can go back and look that up.
I was gonna like Sharpie it like over his face.
Oh
like,
yeah,
respect
you
my
were really pushing that.
Yeah,
like, you really wanted
to do it.
You wanted to do graffiti.
I did. Right over Mark Henry's face.
It would have been funny and would have been.
It would have went everywhere too. It goes all across the world.
You wouldn't be able to use the black Sharpie, and that's all we had though.
Yeah, it's his face.
Smackdown 605 wants to know who was the nicest wrestler you've ever met. And I think that we can both agree on this one, right? We'll go Evan Bourne.
Yeah, Evan Bourne.
Yeah, Evan Bourne was a man when we met him at Mohegan Sun. Like, I remember, like, people were trolling Bourne, and they're like, Bourne, you're going to TNA! Yeah, TNA! And he was just laughing it off, being a trooper. I think I was like, yeah, Seidel, yeah. And he was still a trooper, and he signed for everybody.
Everyone.
Everyone.
There wasn't anyone left out. Everyone got to meet him.
Yeah, no one left unhappy.
This is on his own free time, too, after the show in Mohegan.
I know, he could be in the casino, but instead he was there with us, signing shit and taking pictures. Met Ranger Fan 711. Who do you want to see inducted into the Hall of Fame this year?
The Rock.
That's what you're going?
Yeah, because I'm actually going to be attending the Hall of Fame, so just make it the best class I've ever put in.
Yeah, let's do Rock and Foley.
Yeah, Rock and Sock. And I'd love to see Owen Hart go in, but that's probably not going to happen because of his widow. So
I would like I want the New Age Outlaws to go in this year.
Yeah, that'd be good.
Because now that they have this, like, they're working shows, or like they've worked a couple shows so far, and I think it would be a good timing now that they're being reinvested into the WWE universe. So I think they should put them in. And also, just to add on to that question, Adam smells like shit. But freaking Yaya88, he wants to know, what is your favorite memory of attending the Royal Rumble 2011?
Miguel, you're gonna love this answer. For me, it would have to be seeing your boy Alberto Del Rio win the Rumble, because that's like a huge monumental like night in this wrestler's career. Any wrestler like winning the Rumble, and it's also like deep in like WWE's history. Like everyone remembers who won this Rumble or that. So just being a part of history that night. Yeah,
and I have a little something to add about that. That will be the biggest thing that you will ever see Alberto Del Rio do.
Wow.
That's what I think. But as far as my favorite memory of attending the Rumble, it will probably be...
Wait, he already did something bigger when he ran over Santa.
True. That was groundbreaking.
Yeah.
But my favorite memory would be seeing the returns of Booker T and Kevin Nash. Man, Kevin Nash, biggest pop.
Biggest pop of the
Still
night.
Talking about it to this day, so you know it's special. I even remember a tweet saying that Kevin Nash said that that was the biggest thing in his career, just coming out and getting that pop. Oh man, that pop. Oh, it was great. But I also remember from that Royal Rumble weekend that we actually stayed at, this is like an untold story, we actually stayed at Billy Paz's house.
Yeah.
Like that Friday night. Yeah, it was that Friday night we stayed at Billy Paz's house. That's a whole other story. But
lost footage from that night.
Yeah, Royal Rumble 2011. That was a fun weekend. Mr. LFC WWE fan wants to know what your favorite DVD is.
My favorite DVD would have to be Breaking the Code, the Chris Jericho DVD. I'm a huge Jericho guy. Definitely top 5 of all time. And that documentary, just amazing. I think that's still my favorite documentary. And no, it's not. The Twisted Disturbed Life of Kane with its great eco-friendly packaging and no documentary. No, it's not that. Sorry.
Surprising. But my favorite DVD of all time actually isn't a DVD, it's a Blu-ray, because I am a Blu-ray guy, hashtag that. And it is Stone Cold Steve Austin, the bottom line on the most popular superstar of all time. Blu-ray edition, of course. I love that. I've watched all the matches on that twice. I love it. It's loaded. Love it. 666 Skulls 1. He has a question for Ryan. No, I guess this is just for me, so we don't really need you.
Alright.
Just a question for Ryan, so see you later. He wants to know, what was your first thought when you entered into Sun Life Stadium for WrestleMania 28? Like before, when we were just walking up the aisle to come into this stadium, I knew that it was going to be a special moment, so I had the flip out ready, and it's actually in our video of when we first came out. And just my first thought of seeing Sun Life Stadium, it was like something I've never seen before, something that I wanted to see just for like the rest of my life. Like I could just stare at that and just be happy. It was just a beautiful thing. I can't wait to relive WrestleMania 29. But yeah, that was my first thought. So Adam, I think you can come back now.
Alright, my opinion matters again?
No, that question isn't for you. You don't get to answer that one.
Alright.
So now we have a question. I think you can answer this one from Trooper69PJ. He wants to know favorite upcoming wrestlers in the WWE.
For me, I'd have to say definitely I probably have this in common with a lot of people. Antonio Cesaro and Damien Sandow.
Alright, so we're going to each do 2.
Yeah.
Favorite upcoming wrestlers. So I'm going to go with you in saying Damien Sandow. But I'm also going to go with something a little bit of a shocker here, maybe. I don't know if a lot of people know that I'm a fan of these guys, but I am a fan of the Usos. I'm just a big fan of them up and coming. Just good tag team, bringing the energy. I love it. Then Christian B508 wants to know if we are attending Smackdown 2 nights after WrestleMania 29 in Boston at the TD Garden. So are we attending?
As of right now, probably not. But when that day comes, Tuesday, after we get back from New Jersey, it'll be that day when we get back from New Jersey. It'll be that Tuesday. You never know.
It could get like really tempting.
Yeah, because
like, you never know. What if The Rock's gonna be there?
I don't know, because we'd be like Mania. We're leaving like Friday, and then we'd have like WrestleMania, Hall of Fame, Mania, Raw, then SmackDown in Boston.
That's a crazy weekend.
It is. It just keeps on going.
WWE Talks 99. What is your favorite 2012 pay-per-view and why?
So it's an easy one for me. It'd have to be WrestleMania 28. Just being there live, first ever Mania, and also had one of the greatest matches in my opinion, which was the end of an era.
Yeah, I'm gonna obviously agree on that, just because the question is what is your favorite. And even if it was like what is the best, I would still go with that. Like I know a lot of people love Extreme Rules, and obviously I do too because I actually bought the DVD. But I mean WrestleMania, 3 match of the year candidates in it. I think Punk and Jericho is so underrated. But yeah, and also for the sentimental thing, our first WrestleMania, man, it's gonna be favorite pay-per-view of the year. And I would love to put like Luke Cage's ass on blast right now because he said that TLC was better than Mania, but I'll save him on that one. This is funny. Like when I saw this, I knew that this had to be the last question just because of this guy's username, and this is his real username. You can check it out on the comments. All right, last question. Wants to know.
So this is our last question.
Well, actually, he wants 2 questions, and we gave it to him. He wants to know, do you guys like Ray Allen?
This should be the answer. I'm wearing the KG. Just says the opening game, the Heat and the Celtics, which was way back, the first game of the year. KG shunned Ray Allen. That's how I feel too.
Yeah, nothing worse than Ray Allen to me now. Like, offered more money to stay here, but he didn't take the money. And how better is your opportunity to win a championship by going to the Heat?
A lot of people.
I mean, we took them to Game 7.
I know,
so.
And we have a better team this year, in my opinion.
Yeah, we don't need. We got Jason
I'll
Terry
take
now,
Jason Terry over
dropping
Ray
the
Allen.
threes all day. But he also wants to know.
When we lost our screen.
You can just shut the TV.
Yeah, we don't need that.
All right, this is live, baby, and we're on the last, so we can't just stop now. He also wants to know, now this is really alright last question, he wants to know which was a better show, TLC or Final Battle. And I just thought this question was funny because we didn't see either of them, which is actually really sad because I heard TLC was good. Well, especially the TLC match itself.
I still gotta watch that.
Yeah, and of course Cena.
Not the pay-per-view.
Cena and Ziggler
I
too.
could care less, but I really want to see the match with Hell No, Ryback versus the Shield.
Yeah, and Cena Ziggler, you don't want to see that?
Not at all.
I've heard it was pretty good.
I hate Ziggler. Sucks. Overrated.
Oh. Alright, so that is all of the questions. I hope that we got to answer your question, and if we didn't, thank you for submitting it, but we apologize that we didn't get to answering it. And yeah, so that does it for our first ever Q&A. Hope you enjoyed it.
Yeah.
And we'll be back whenever. I'm Ryan.
I'm Adam.
Peace!